Hey, what's up, guys? This is MPFSU back with another video, and this is Know Your Playbook, the defensive version. This series, we're going to go into the playbooks and, maybe directly talk about plays or talk about alignments, talk about formations. But today we're going to talk about, we're going to be in the 4-3 playbook, and we're actually looking at the 4-3 under. It's one of my favorite alignments or formations when it comes to the 4-3 playbook. Mainly because you have a player assigned to every gap, and it makes it very easy to blitz from, because the players are only going to blitz their gap assignment. So you want to take advantage of that, but a lot of people feel like due to the blocking, and I've heard this a few times, is that you can't blitz from stock plays. You have to do some kind of creative nano blitzing and so on and so forth. But that's not the case. If you understand how defenses work in correlation to college football in general, or football in general, then that gives you a better idea of how to set up your blitzes. So and that's what we're going to do today. So we're looking at the 4-3 under, and basically in most of the especially with the 4-3, most of your blitz is going to have three defenders playing deep. So we did go over basing your defense out of the cover 3, and why that's a good way to do things, because a lot of the blitzes come from out of a cover 3 look. So you want to go ahead and master that, and once you get an understanding of that, then you can kind of get into the blitzing part of it. And so let's go ahead, and what we're going to look at, the play we're going to look at today is the wheel punch 3 seam. Now it's definitely good defense, but something, as I was saying, if you're doing cover 3 and you have the athletes, you want to make sure that you recognize the personnel. So if there's 3 wide receivers, a tight end, that's 11 personnel. Tight end and 1 running back, that's 11 personnel. So you want to basically think about running this versus that kind of formation, or that kind of personnel grouping. Now they could mix and match and move them around, but basically right now we're looking at 11 personnel, just a normal shotgun, which is a normal pro type style play. And we're going to call just a pass play, Z comeback post. And so this is the play stock, and he did run, scramble, and a lot of people don't open that, but that's the computer. And let's go ahead and look at it here and just check out and see what happens, what you got, how you got this going. So you have Will, the weak linebacker blitzing. And he's pretty much picked up, because in NCAA they do a pretty good job of identifying who to block, and even if you're sending pressure, they know who to block. But what I want you to pay attention to in this setup is the passing strength. Now, as you see, the passing strength is to the left side of the formation. I'm looking at it here, or the weak side of the formation. So the pass strength is to the weak side of the formation. So that doesn't really benefit us, because we have 2 wide receivers out here, and we're blitzing from the same side of the passing strength. So there's likely, even the versatile user, there's going to be somebody open, especially this seam route going right up the seam. So if you understand where the seams are in your defense, you understand what this wheel punch seam means. So you want to go ahead and recognize that you're blitzing this seam, but if they're going to run, a pass to the slot against a cover 3 up the seam, which is more likely than not, you're going to get roasted. So what you want to do, and it's a very simple thing you need to do, and let's go ahead and run this again, is flip the play. And when you flip the play, the alignment is adjusted, and look at there, our linebacker is able to get through. And I'm going to show you why after I run this one here real quick. I'll show you why. Now, if you check this out here, now it's, and let me back up, and let me back all the way up and go back to the actual play art. All right. So now, if you remember when we talked about passing strength, when we were doing, if you have been watching my videos in cover 4, we talked about the passing strength. And so the passing strength in this formation is the 2 wide receivers to that side. So now we always want our plays, zone coverage, to be flipped to the passing strength. So if we have 2 wide receivers on that side of the field, that's the passing strength. And so we want 2 over the top defenders and 2 underneath defenders. So you flip the play. And so now you have good protection on that side, and then on the other side, you can what I would call an inside outside to the one receiver, the one primary receiver to the strong side of the formation. So you inside and out him. Now say that they pretty much would have to leave a 6th guy to block to take care of the will. But if they're throwing to their tight end, they're doing a pretty good job of hitting them. This is a good way to kind of send an extra rusher and get some decent pressure. So let's go ahead and call this, and then go back to our passing play again. And we actually have a guy running. He has a guy that he can release to. But you'll see in a second here as this play is flipped. Let's go ahead and look and see what happens. So, because this play is flipped, everybody's has the gap responsibility except the tackle. The tackle is responsible for somebody, but what he's going to do, because this end is coming crashing down, he has to pick one. And so he picks that guy, and that allows the Sam to get in there and get him. All right. And as you see, when we shifted, it became an over defense because this guy does not come down into the box. He's not going to come down into the box and get tight. It turns into an over front. And that's what that's the great thing about an over front. And over front, under front is really good against the defense, against run, and over front is more flexible against the pass, and because of the same reason. But flipping the play just allows us to take advantage of the passing strength. As you see there, we got this guy somewhat covered going deep. Now that route still may be open, but he doesn't have a lot of time. As you see this guy dropping back deep, he does not have a lot of time to think about it. It can confuse him a bit. And you can get some pressure and get a sack, or force an errant throw to his tight end who's being covered. And as you can see, we got number 1 bracketed. If he's even running their inside route, we got him covered. All right, so that is that. Now, what I want you to do is take a look at some of the other blitzes in the underfront defenses, and pay attention to the passing strength. And if you get the passing strength correct, you should also get the blitz lanes correctly. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like the content, please subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting more videos. Next will be Know Your Personnel on offense. So we'll be going over that, and I'll see you in the next video. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.